conference in honor of Professor Kirit Parikh. Basically, we are celebrating his 75th birthday. So, before Professor Dev starts the function, may I request our students to please present the bouquets to the dignitaries on the stage.
Today, Professor Kirit Parikh, Founder Director of IGIDR and Chairman IRADE, Dr. Subir Gokar, Deputy Governor of RBI, and our former IGIDR colleague who has kindly agreed to inaugurate the conference. My teachers at the Delhi School of Economics, Professor K.L. Krishna, who is member of IGIDR Board of Management and former Director of Delhi School of Economics, Professor Suresh Tendulkar, former Chairman of the Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council and former Director of Delhi School of Economics, who is known to Dr. Parikh since the 1960s, and Professor Jyoti Parikh, who was Senior Professor and Acting Director of IGIDR and now Executive Director of IRADE. Distinguished invitees and participants in the conference, my IGIDR colleagues, present and former, staff and students, good morning and welcome to this unique and special conference to honor 75th birthday, the Platinum Jubilee of Dr. Kirit Parikh, who is connected to us in his capacity as a professor, colleague, mentor and founder director of IGIDR. I thank all of you for attending this conference. Dr. Subir Gokar is busy with meetings of mid-year review to be announced on November 2nd. In spite of this, he agreed to give inaugural address because of his close association with IGIDR and Dr. Parikh. Anyway, we will not ask him embarrassing questions like whether interest rate is rising or not on November 2nd. He will leave immediately after his speech. We have a surprise for you. You must be wondering what happened to Dr. Kaushik Basu. He will be giving keynote address, but will appear in virtual form on the screen after some time. Few days back, Dr. Kaushik Basu told us that Finance Minister requested him to stay back in Delhi because of editors' conference. I can understand, as I was part of the government till recently, sometimes it's difficult to come out of Delhi. We also have another surprise. Dr. C. Rangarajan gave a recorded speech, message. So our registrar, Mr. Pandit, personally went to Delhi to record the speeches of Dr. Rangarajan and Dr. Kaushik Basu. We wanted to get the message of Dr. Mrinal Dutt Chaudhary, but he's not well. And he sent his best wishes to Dr. Parikh and the conference. I am happy to start off with Dr. Kirit Parikh's honor conference as a first major event of my tenure at IGIDR as director. We all know Dr. Parikh's contributions as a researcher and policy advisor, as institutional builder, and of course as a person also. He has contributed to research in several fields regarding policy advice. He has headed several committees, including the recent committee on pricing of petroleum products. Of course, he was member of Planning Commission, member of Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council to 5 Prime Ministers. His contribution to building of institutions like ISI, Delhi, EASA, Vienna, IGIDR, now IRADA in Delhi are well known. And his personality also we all know about his simplicity and informal nature. In IGIDR as well as in the Planning Commission, one could walk to his room directly without meeting his secretary. Coming to IGIDR, it gives me an opportunity to recall and acknowledge the vision and groundwork of all my predecessors. Although it was the idea of Dr. Manmohan Singh and Dr. Rangarajan, It was Dr. Parikh who developed the institute, beginning with writing the charter of the institute, getting it registered as an autonomous society, and recruiting the first person onward. Because of his high standing in the research profession and policy circles, the institute got high visibility immediately. As you will see the speeches of Dr. Rangarajan and Dr. Kaushik Basu, it revealed Dr. Parikh's academic and administrative contributions to IGIDR. He has set the basic template of unique IGIDR culture, a process I had been a part of for a decade in my then capacity as one of the first batch IGIDR faculty during one of the most exciting periods in Indian economic history. Professor R. Radhakrishna and Professor Dilip Nachne continued the good work done by Dr. Parikh. One is fortunate to have had the benefit of the visions of these illustrious predecessors. I thank you for this rich inheritance, which I intend to push forward with a purposive thrust. Given the silver jubilee of IGIDR is not far away, it gives us the necessary urgency to move further on current agenda of IGIDR, as well as whole new opportunities to set forth in the new directions on all three fronts. One is research, the teaching, and internal management systems. Let me take a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, and bear with me as I give a glimpse of what we have in mind for IGIDR. As with any organization, despite being a highly reputed institution with unparalleled academic freedom, flexible organizational design, teaching and PhD program, innovations, there are several areas that have scope for further improvement. These are listed as follows. IGIDR has geographical location disadvantage, and we need strong access to academic and policy network. IGIDR faculty research covers a wide range of economic issues, and the areas of specialization within the institute are diverse. It suffers from lack of critical faculty size in some of the areas, in individual research areas, limiting collaborative work. So in the short run, hosting reputed faculty who can offer courses and contribute to research can help bridge the gaps in faculty specialization. And the opportunities for capacity building through external linkages for students and faculty can be improved. And also there is substantial scope for strengthening public policy interactions and greater visibility, because visibility is one of the important things which IGIDR need as compared to now. Towards addressing these issues, we intend to identify research areas in which India is lagging behind and develop strategies in collaboration with other institutions to address them. For example, liberalization has thrown open many regulatory and legal issues of institutional reform, which need to be understood in a holistic perspective, which is absent. The Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, also gave some topics for policy research and advice, and we are working on them. We will further augment the research ties with other institutes, universities all over the world. For a deemed university, teaching an important component of the institution activities. Teaching program has been very good at IGIDR. The students of MSc, MPhil, PhD have got jobs in reputed corporate firms, banks, and other research institutes and universities. It reflects the quality of teaching at IGIDR. But as mentioned by Bimal Jalan Committee, there is a need to relook at curriculum, method of teaching, incentives to faculty, etc. In short, the vision of IGIDR in the next decade is to further develop it as an institute of high international standing and join the league of world-class centers of excellence. Coming back to the theme at hand, Dr. Kirit Parikh's honor conference, it is perhaps appropriate to remember a few key elements that made IGIDR unique. Dr. Parikh's unique informal style of leadership, where he maintained close relationship with all faculty as well as students, his belief and enthusiasm in India's growth prospects, and the big canvas research projects and research teams, including the India Development Report. Also the inclusive style of internal functioning, where we had open debates. These are all important. I can recall several high points from his era. Work on East Asian crisis, climate change research work, the first $1 million project on Capacity 21,